Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, April 7th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Arundel County. As they might say in New Hampshire, there were some pretty wicked storms last night, but Annapolis mostly got spared. That's that Annapolis weather bubble at work. All right, we do have a little bit of news today, so let's get into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police released information on a murder-suicide that happened on Wednesday evening. At about 10 p.m., they were called to the Red Pond Court in Glen Burnie for a disturbance. When they arrived, they heard gunshots and people rushed out of the home. When they got inside the home, they found two deceased males. From witnesses and the investigation, they learned that a 27-year-old had invited the family to his mother's house and became agitated and ultimately shot his 47-year-old uncle. The family all rushed out at that point, and then he turned the gun on himself. This is the fourth homicide in Anne Arundel County this year, and all four were by shooting. Maryland Comptroller Lierman has issued a warning about fraudulent property seizure notices. They are scams. The process that the comptroller uses is to mail you a bill for any monies that may be owed on an official letterhead. No postcards, no blank envelopes, or any of that. And if you do have any suspicions, you can always call the comptroller's office to verify that if you have any unpaid tax or fee burden to the state. Always be skeptical. And earlier this week, I did mention that AI voice scam. And I heard a great way to prevent it, and that is to establish a code word for your family. So if they are legitimately in trouble and needing money wired to get bailed out, ask them or the fake police for the code word. And if they give you the right code word, wire the money. If not, you know it's a scam. Hey, put this on your calendar, April 29th at the Key School. That is going to be a Saturday afternoon from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is the annual Annapolis Book Festival. There is a fantastic lineup of speakers and authors and seminars, and it's always a fantastic day. And a special treat this year, my friend and everybody's favorite photojournalist from the Capitol, Paul Gillespie, will be showing his moving tribute to those we lost in the shooting back in 2018, Faces of the Capitol Gazette. So if you have never seen this exhibition, you do now have another chance, April 29th. A minor correction from yesterday. I mentioned that today's home opener with the Orioles would be a doubleheader. It isn't. It's just a single header at 3:05. Thank you to Gary for keeping me straight. He did send me a text and a DM and an email. I did correct the audio and the transcript at about 10 a.m. So if you got the DNB prior to that, you got some bum information from me. My apologies. A few fun things for the kids because they are on break and it is a holiday weekend. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the KB True Value Store here in Annapolis is hosting a kids club event for Easter. A bunch of fun crafts, and from what I saw, it does include jelly beans. It is free, and these kids clubs are an awful lot of fun. Also tomorrow, but also on Saturday as well, the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park is hosting egg hunts. They say it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. both days, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it is a rolling type egg hunt, not a single massive 5-hour one. But this is at the Eastport campus, and both of those events would be great fun options for the kiddos. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, overload. Man, we had two cool chihuahuas named Zeus and Hera and a kitten named Skeeter along with his mom, Maisie. And Skeeter's only a couple weeks old, and he is cute as can be. Listen now, and then you want to check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for our irresistible photos and video, and information on how you can give them all their forever homes. And as we wrap it up, do me a favor, sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It goes out a little bit later today, Fridays at 12:30 p.m., and you can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks, as always, Here's some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, it is the Blue Ribbon Project. And if you are going to only listen to one local business spotlight, make it this one. Next week, we're going to talk with Mike Carter and Annapolis Tours and Crawls. Now it is time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world. And if we do, please leave a review somewhere and tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. It is Friday, the weekend is here, and to those who celebrate, happy Easter. So now it is just time to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report and, of course, Canines and Crosstreks, so do hang around for that. All that coming to you in just a minute.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, April 7th. Yesterday brought summertime conditions to the Annapolis region with highs in the 80s, followed by PM storms, but today through Monday will feel much more like March before temps then warm back up by the middle of next week. Look for mostly cloudy skies today with a chance of a few additional scattered showers with breezy highs only around 60 degrees for the Orioles home opener at 3:05 p.m. in Baltimore against the New York Yankees. Ahead of a slightly cold day Saturday with more clouds and highs only in the low 50s, to be followed by a nice day Easter Sunday with sunshine and temps back up near the 60-degree mark after a cold Easter morning in the upper 30s to lower 40s. As for next week, expect tons of sunshine with highs Monday near 60 with temps then near 70 on Tuesday, and then it's 75 on Wednesday before jumping up into the low 80s by Thursday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks, sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
All right, well, welcome back, and I'll tell you, this is not Canines and Crosstreks anymore today. I understand that we've got cats, kittens, chihuahuas, and Crosstreks, sponsored by Annapolis Subaru.
It's a mouthful.
It is. We're going to have to cut it back down a little bit short. That's a little bit long, but this is great for this week. But how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Can't complain.
It doesn't work. It doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, beautiful weather.
But who's here right now?
So we've got a bonded pair of chihuahuas who are just the sweetest kind. And it's Zeus and Hera. And we know that Zeus is an 8-year-old and male, tan and bonded with Hera. Now, Hera, we didn't have as much information. They were turned in together, but we believe that she is around the same age, about 7 or 8. As you can see, they kind of look like they're around the same age. Mm-hmm. And they are super bonded. They are so much fun. But I have been able to walk them on the trail, and they're just so much fun. They're so excited when it's time to go for a walk. They're thrilled. They're friendly. They're happy. And around other dogs, they've been very friendly too. So they
do need to be adopted together? What's their situation? Are they like pretty much house trained and cool in the house?
They are house trained because I know that they definitely have been holding it before, waiting for their walks and everything.
Me too.
Yeah, well, good. We're glad to hear that. How about you, Billy? So, but otherwise, they're a lot of fun, easy to maintain at home. I just think they're going to be great, easy dogs to have in your house.
I was walking this morning down to Eastport, and I couldn't help but notice they're putting like the base pavement layer at your new place.
They're getting us out of the mud, is what they're saying.
That's
so
such a great step.
Mm-hmm. From Bay Ridge Avenue right into the driveway. So it was a very big step for us today. Very exciting.
Big milestones. It really means a lot, right, Bill?
It really does.
Yeah, where are you guys on everything now?
We are back downstairs. We're utilizing the service lane. It is awesome.
Ready for your customers.
Ready for our customers. We've been open since Monday down there. It's been going great. We're just waiting for apparently things are still back ordered. So we've got some doors that we're waiting on and a couple desks, but we're back down there.
So I was curious, what is the number one selling model? Do you know?
The number one selling model is depends on the month. Typically, the Outbacks and Foresters have been the most popular models. The Crosstrek is having one heck of a run, though.
Well, I mean, it's got everything, though. I mean, it's got the affordable price point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the utilitarianism of a small SUV. Mm-hmm. It's well made. It's pretty high teched out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't break the bank. I mean, it's not like you're rolling out of there with like a $1,500 a month car payment.
No, they're great cars. I mean, if you're not, if you don't need a whole lot of space, I mean, they're not big. But if you don't have somebody in the back seat all the time, you put those back seats down, you can fit pretty much whatever you'd really need to, depending on the length. Yeah.
And Zeus and Hera would fit perfectly in the
Zeus and Hera are definitely Crosstrek sized dogs.
So coming up this weekend, the SPCA mobile unit will be at the Naval Academy baseball game over at Bishop Stadium.
Okay, that's cool.
That's right. So we're going to have adoptable animals there from 12 until 2.
And then you've got Walk with the Animals coming up at the end of May.
That is right. And we do have...
Are you guys like in crazy planning stages for that now at this point?
We are planning. We have so many events coming up. Well, of course, we do have our yard sale that's coming up too, which is going to happen right here, and that's on April 15th from 8 until 12. So we'll have some gently used and new items for your pets.
That's right. Before you're up at Annapolis Subaru.
With their adoptable mobile unit.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait. My employees' spouses are not huge fans of when you bring the mobile unit because it typically means that at least somebody's going to go home with,
We always have good luck with Subaru employees adopting.
Well, we have had our fill of puppies, and actually they're not puppies, they're dogs now, but if you would like to adopt Zeus or Hera, they are both really very friendly, despite what the description says for Zeus. But AACSPCA.org is where you want to go for that. And you told me we've got Karen Meek, who's the cat and kennel coordinator, coming in with some kittens too.
That's right. We're going to have some cats and
puppies and kittens.
So this is Skeeter. He's about 6 weeks old now, and that's his mom, Maisie. She's only 1.
And Skeeter's like having fun with the pen top. He's like, okay, life is good.
He's at that age. He's learning and exploring. And
what about Mama? We got to talk about the Mama here too.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
A pretty girl. Look how pretty you are. She's
Maisie, a little calico tabby-ish kind of. Is that what you would call it?
Call her a Torby.
Torby?
Tortoise?
Torby?
Yeah, a Torby.
Well, she's pretty
inquisitive.
She's just walking around making sure.
Did you hear her?
She's like, I thought you guys were going to be babysitting this little kitten, and not. Now she's bothered. Now he's bothering me again. It's funny.
And Maisie is ready to go as soon as she's done weaning Skeeter.
Yep. Once she's done taking care of Skeeter, she will be ready to find her home of her own and looking forward to a relaxing time.
And cats are super long-term commitment. I mean, longer than dogs, right?
Longer than a marriage sometimes, right? But it just depends. I mean, we hope that they have a nice long life. I mean, I know my friend's cat is 21 years old right now.
Oh, gosh.
So that is pretty amazing.
I think the oldest cat we have available for adoption right now is 22.
Really?
Mr.
I
Man.
saw that on the
See?
website, and I was like, oh, that's a typo.
That is real. Confirmed by the vet.
That's crazy.
Isn't
That's
that
crazy.
amazing?
Well, Maisie is a chill little cat. I mean, you don't really know her without a baby.
Right. Yeah. They're pretty recent arrivals, so we're still getting to know her, but she seems fine with being handled. She's been happy to let us take care of Skeeter. She's
sharing her baby with
yes.
us. Dan, how cute. I forget how
They're
much
both
I miss
available for adoption?
Not just yet. She's still nursing. He's still got some growing to do before he's ready to be neutered. So check back in a couple weeks. They'll be ready.
I mean, he's not cute at all, though. Like,
He's ridiculously cute.
oh my gosh.
Well, how many cats do you guys have right now?
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Big time for cats?
Yeah. With the start of spring and the warmer weather, kitten season's definitely in full swing.
It's kitten season, baby.
We've got a few litters out in foster right now. Oh, don't chew on that.
She's fine.
And we did look because I checked for 2022. We actually did have twice as many cats as dogs.
Wow.
Why is that? Do you know?
I think they just have bigger litters, and there's a lot more feral cats out there, or not enough TNR happening out there.
I've been in here several times. I know we've adopted out of here, and very rarely do I see kittens.
They usually, when they're here, they're not here for long. They're the most popular adoptions. Everybody wants kittens, so they're kind of a hot commodity. But we do get quite a few, and it is just a large population and a quick turnover. So we get lots of kittens in and out quickly.
I feel like being a kitten foster would be a pretty sweet gig. Right?
It's fun. It's so much fun.
You just get all the kittens at the same age, and and then you get another batch in.
It's a party. It's a great way to have a cat and have the fun of having kittens without having the lifetime commitment. The SPCA, we provide a lot of the supplies, we provide the medical care, and you just provide the love.
In the house.
Well, I wanted to mention too, and I know that you guys were partnered with them before, and I think you still are, but the Kittens and Cups.
Yes, absolutely.
Up just sort of across from Best Buy-ish. Sort of diagonally across from Best Buy.
And now they've moved.
They moved? Where are they?
They moved. They're off of Bay Ridge Avenue. They're not open just yet, but they have changed their location, and they're great. Kittens and Cups has been wonderful to us. Right across from Bay Ridge.
Eastport Shopping Center.
Eastport Shopping Center, thank you.
Oh, very cool.
On Bay Ridge Avenue.
And for those that don't know, Kittens and Cups, it's a cat cafe.
That's right.
The SPCA provides the kittens.
And they provide the cafe.
And they provide the caffeine, and you can go in and you can actually work there. You can bring your laptop, sit down, and spend an afternoon working and cuddling and napping with the kittens. It's pretty
a lot
cool.
of fun, and they have merchandise and fun stuff there. But we are so grateful because we've had so many adoptions through there.
I was going to say, you can adopt right out of there too as well. So you can try before you buy.
Wow. When does kitten season go till?
Usually until it starts getting a little bit more cold outside. We had a very mild winter this year, so we really have been getting pregnant cats and getting kittens this whole year. Yeah.
Usually early fall or mid fall, it starts to slow down.
Gotcha.
There's plenty of time to get a kitten. If you want to adopt a kitten, aacspca.org is where you want to go. And Karen will be happy to put you up with a foster if you want to try before you buy. Billy will be happy to put you up with a Crosstreks if you want to try before you buy.
That is true. I would.
And but this is and look forward. I mean, if you're looking for a kitten in your life, you got another couple more months before it starts to get cold again. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yes, it's true.
It's April.
Don't say it, John. We're just getting warm. In other Crosstreks news, there's been so the last 3 months we've had record after record Crosstreks months, and I can't help but correlate it with when we started this show.
Woohoo!
On
There you go.
Eye on Annapolis.
I love it.
You know, I don't believe in
That's
coincidence. Cool. I think it's, you know,
absolutely.
we're driving the national sales growth here.
I love it. I love it. That is
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.